Okay. This is Giant Force 2 control enemy percent. We're going to play it on super because obviously I'm controlling the enemies. And having the enemies on super means that if I need a character to die, they'll die faster. Alright. Because this is control enemy percent, the route is immensely different, but it also allows us to do a pretty large exploit that I'll get into when time comes. I don't know how long this will take, but I don't think it'll take that long. My rough estimate is that it'll take between 2 and 3 hours, but mostly just depends on how much trouble the exploit takes me, so we'll see. Also, I'm not really giving this a whole bunch of thought in terms of planning. I've got a rough idea of what we're going to do. So, could very well end up wasting a bunch of time later or elsewhere doing stupid things that we don't need to do, but we'll figure it out. For instance, what we're going to do, even though we won't even be able to access the Dwarven village, we're going to pick up lots of mithril. This is mostly because mithril sell for a large amount, and we actually need a considerable amount of money. Because it's like instead of using the mithril to get the items, we're going to just use the mithril to get the gold to buy the items. Again, because we're controlling the enemies, we can cause enemies to drop their weapons that then go to the heals. A fairly nice exploit, for sure. Another thing that we'll be doing is we're going to be giving a lot of experience over to Sarah. This is largely because we want to get her to blast, and you'll see why in a little bit. The dodge. Another dodge. It's probably a good thing that this is a control enemy percent, because otherwise we'd be dead. Oh my god, a third dodge. There we go. So we're trying to get Sarah experience, and it's unfortunate that she's actually the one who ended up missing the most. You'll notice I don't have very many splits. This is mostly because it doesn't matter. I don't imagine there's going to be tons of variance in between splits. This is why I put the splits where I put them. I mean, I could have individual splits for everything, but you know, this is not a serious category. This is a very much a for fun, silly category. It encompasses two aspects that we don't normally get to see in Shining Force, which is one, controlling the enemies to make it a little bit easier, and two, we're going to beat the game fighting the minimum number of battles required. What's up, Omega Memo? Twice in a week, what's going on here? I'm actually got time to stream again. That's what's going on. This way we can have more fun and spend more time together. That's the plan, is that we're going to be back to streaming on a regular basis. Had a real long clinical on Monday. Had a bunch of random things to do yesterday. Now I'm here today. What up, Clown Kefka? This one's for you, baby. Alright. This is the last time we're going to visit a weapon shop for a while. We're not even going to upgrade our weapons when we get over. Have you ever used slingshot close control? Yeah, I have actually. I actually did that with Sarah. No, the gate doesn't open until you... The North Gallum gate doesn't crash until, or doesn't open until you crash the Nazca ship. Yeah, Sheila. So the thing about Sheila is she doesn't join your party, she joins your caravan. So you can't put her in until you get the caravan. Which is disappointing, I know. Alright, good, she got an attack. That's really important. Yeah, just hit the seed. Sarah can bump it. If you go back to Grand's Island, no, they're still dead. If you were to go up there, but like you might think that by going through the Prism Flower battle you can like counter it, like it will load, but it still loads. No, the game is not particularly breakable. The only breakable moment is what we're going to exploit here with the North Parmesia shenanigans. Now, if you missed the beginning of the stream, we're playing on super %. This will become obvious when I get Bowie killed, but the reason being, there's not a huge difference, but the thought process is we're not going to get attacked anyway, so we're going to play on super. That way, when I need to kill off characters, they'll die faster. Because Bowie actually levels pretty well, but we don't need him to gain any extra experience. What's up, Evenstar? Yeah, no, this is a for funsies category that I thought about doing, and I figured today is a good day to do it. Actually, I need you to get this thing. Oh, or miss. It's okay. Alright. If this were an actual 80% category, it would be a pretty perfect experience for Bowie. Because he's like almost level 5, but it's alright. With all the randomizers lately, I'm wondering if a proper SF random will be made. I don't know what a SF randomizer would even look like. You know, the large problem is because the way the game is made, it's dictated largely by a progression. So, to do a randomizer would require you to, like, you'd have to properly scale everything, but that would kind of defeat the purpose of a randomizer. So the game would be sometimes impossible. I don't know. Actually, if Kazin goes again, I might go ahead and have him attack the bat. No, he can't reach. It's fine. Recruit random order. Yeah, so you'd have to scale everything. So I guess if you just randomize the characters and when they joined, it'd give a different playthrough, but... yeah, I don't know. What's interesting is that 1848, I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like we're actually not ahead of our summer best for any percent. Which is kind of weird if you think about it, like, we're controlling the enemies and we're still not beating the enemies faster than if we weren't otherwise. But... we have had 4 dodges. Like, I beat the Gizmo battle in like 6.5 minutes. My best Gizmo battle was 6 minutes. What's interesting here is we're going to skip so much of the game. We're not going to get a lot of basic things, so it's funny to watch how the game fills in for them later. The biggest thing that we're not going to get is the caravan. The obvious downside of not having the caravan is, well, we don't get to change our characters. Now, we do actually get the caravan when we return to to Galam late in the game. the game puts the caravan into town. You might remember that. And the nice thing about that is put there regardless of what you've actually accomplished. So as long as you hit the main story points to finish most of the game, that caravan will be waiting for you. And this is what this really shows. What we're really going to show is the main spots that you have to kind of do in order to beat the game, actually. Because certain things like Creed and Valkanon are not actually required to beat the game. They're not important towards getting to our goal of attacking Xeon. You know, to get to Xeon, we have to have the castle appear. To do that, you have to grant Zealous to sink into the ground. So you have to do that. And to get the North Gallon Gate to open, you have to crash the Nazca's ship. Those are basically the main story points. Now that being said, there's other things that you have to do to get those things. To crash the Nazca's ship, you have to have zinc. To get zinc, you've got to do the little story threads to acquire zinc. Namely, you have to get Frasier. Alright. So now we have Kazin. Kazin becomes pretty important because his magic does damage regardless of the defense, which is pretty helpful. We're also going to just run that knight over to us so we can beat him as fast as we can. The caravan cannot be accessed on the Nazca's ship, sadly. Sarah doesn't hit this knight, but for 1 damage. Thank you for the good luck, Tyler the driver. Alright, perfect. Clutch double attack. How about a randomizer used when racing someone where your party can only consist of randomly generated party lists? Well, that would just be, I mean, that's doable if you just pick what party people you can do. Like, unless you're saying, like, an actual randomizer to do it as opposed to just playing the game. Oh, we use that battle, Clown Kefka, to skip, but we can't do it with the miner. We have to revisit it. Because Bowie gets repositioned with that battle. Alright. So I'm to actually... upgrade Sarah's weapon. I'm actually going to go ahead and upgrade... Oh, I don't have enough money to buy that. Ha! I don't have enough money to buy the Bronze Lance. Just gonna upgrade Sarah's weapon, because it'll help for these next 2 battles. Yeah, there's a lot of spots where you can re-trigger battles. Race haven't used that. Well, yeah, I mean, that would just be that would be a for funds race. If everybody got on order and they drew names, and the names they drew were the characters that they got to utilize. Alright. So Kazin is going to be doing a lot of blazing, but only on enemies that he can kill. Because we need him to get the blaze 2. Alright, that's good. Alright. So we have one blaze 2. We don't actually want the mage to be in the blaze 2, because the mage resists. We want to stab the mage. Actually, you know what? Why aren't you attacking it? Alright. Like, we need Bowie to get in the position for Northcliff, so we're going to start moving him over there. Wow, that's pretty good experience for Kazin. A lot of 1 health enemies. And Sarah. Oh, she didn't get attacked. That's fine. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we're doing early Raft mostly because I just want the Blizzard. In fact, that's literally why. I just want the Blizzard. You'll see why we need the Blizzard after the battle that we use it in. I don't have money enough to buy anything as it stands. I do have some Mithril, but like, I can't, nothing here I can afford to purchase. And none of it matters because we can buy it all later anyway. In case you're curious, a 3106 early Raft is like an insane split. Like I said, not that it matters much, but kind of more for reference purposes. So we are going to pick up Oboe / Kiwi. It's more for positioning purposes. Good lord. Well, in theory, sure. In theory, you could, but it's unnecessary. Oh, you're talking about insta-leveling? Yeah, no, we're not doing that. That's more of a bug. And I'm pretty sure it only works in debug mode, but regardless, we're not doing that. You love one-shotting? There will not be a whole lot of one-shotting going on here. We're going to be weak for the entire run. When you use AoE magic to kill enemies quickly, what ultimately ends up happening is you don't get a lot of experience. Well, you have to get Peter. Peter is required. We're never going to use him. He's going to be AI controlled for the entire game, and he's going to be terrible. Actually, he can go there, but everybody else we're going to start forming a cross. Bah. Yeah, I need to get this thing. Imagine if we could actually fight this battle like this. How much easier it would be. Alright. We just need to do 1 damage, that way Kazing can kill it. With a blaze. The glorious Bolt 3. I bet it was. I bet it was. See, Sarah learns Blast at level 10. It's imperative that we get her to Blast. When we get to North Parmesia, our team's not going to be able to do much damage. Magic's all we got. What would happen if the enemy were to get muddled? That's a good question. I imagine we'd lose control. Because, like, control enemy, we still don't get to control Peter. We also don't get to control Jaro. So there are limitations, it seems. Also, if you control enemies, it appears that the Prism Flowers never attack ever. Like, you don't even have the option. If you do control enemies, you also get to see the fact that Xeon Guards can move. They also have a physical attack, which is way worse than their magic beam of annoyance. Well, their physical attack is like 130 or something. They have a very hefty physical attack. There is no animation. The flower is just there and you die. It's like it stirs at you, and you just explode. If they were to actually move and physically attack, the game would be a lot harder. Well, the AI is pretty good in this game, which is one of the reasons why it's a lot harder than Shining Force 1. Like, you think if Shining Force 1 had an AI that resembled pretty much any other game, it would be so impossibly hard that, I mean, I can't even imagine. If Shining Force 1 had Shining Force 2's AI system, the game would basically be impossible. The team is too weak and the levels don't support that kind of system. When you think about our speedrun and how much we're exploiting the enemies. We're going to skip the quick chicken, I don't care about it. If you use the quick chicken, you can use it on Taya, which isn't like the worst thing ever. Oh yeah, we're not going to get any ring. We get no power ring, mobility ring, shield ring, or speed ring. All those rings are on a path that we're never going to see. So that 45-14 Grand Steel Escape, that's pretty good. New world record for Grand Steel Escape. Yay. It's actually been, well, you see, and that's part of the reason too. Plus, the turn order just is extremely irrelevant. A run that uses Taya. Taya is really good. She's like immensely squishy, so if the enemy never attacks her, then she's fine. Like she starts off with just one sorcerer spell, but like she gets Apollo pretty quickly, and then she gets ranked like a second rank of her magic pretty fast. She just if the enemy can actually attack her, she just explodes. She has no health and no defense. This is a new category, Merkul. This is a fun category. This is mostly just to show off the glitch. Clown Kefka was asking me some questions about it, so it's like, you know what, I've been wanting to do this, so we're gonna do it. I'm super rusty with the glitch. That's gonna be, the movement's gonna be the worst part, but we'll be okay. Oh, you're so brave. We're not going to go to the right, we're going to go up. Just look at the next split. What's the next split called? Yeah, we can't do it in this battle. Ah, of course, of course. You just remember watching? We'll talk about it. We're gonna kill Slade. Maybe we won't kill Slade. Maybe we'll just let these guys just poke this thing to death over here. That might actually work better. Um... you just do that. That guy ain't gonna make it in time. Whoa, to attack. He'll help poke things a little bit harder. Always one hit point. Just trying to poke things would be pretty... yeah. Bowie actually doesn't throw a single attack once we get into North Parmesu because he could die to a counterattack. Which is why getting Sarah to blast is really important, because then we can actually then do some we could do some decent damage each round with a blaze and a blast. Well, they do all the damage until we get Higgins, but then they still largely do all the damage because Higgins is terrible. Don't kill this. Yeah, it's curious as to why they do that. I honestly don't know. If we could get Sheila, it would change up the route quite a bit because we would do north. We would do early Roft, except we would fight the welcoming party battle and get Sheila. Because then we'd have Sheila for all this, and she would make a huge difference. But alas, we do not get Sheila. Well, that's because Sheila's not supposed to be in the party at that point, is my guess, Clown Kefka. Try giving Higgins a chance once. Oh yeah, no, Higgins is terrible, but Higgins is ranged and he's a little bit stronger than everybody else. Because Zalbard is the main, like, one of the biggest issues in the run is because we cannot melee him. He will kill every single person that tries to melee him. Because he'll counter. So we have to do it all with crappy... I mean, and he resists magic, so, like, we have to have a ranged attacker. Higgins at least does a little bit of damage, you know. Because, like, we're not even going to utilize Chester at that point because there's no point. Chester does 1 damage. I'd just assume not even go through the animation. We're going to get Peter. This is as close to a Peterless % run that you'll ever get to watch me perform. So having super % is advantageous here as well because we don't particularly need Peter, so we want him to die faster. So he'll die quite a bit more quickly on super %. The webcam has been off because I haven't had a chance to get a setup where it doesn't look like a total mess. I'm planning on getting something set up again as to where I can then utilize the webcam and there's just not a bunch of clutter behind me. You know, in the old setup, I had the sheet up to hide all the shelves, so you know there wasn't just a bunch of junk behind me. But because we've been having a lot of work done here at the house, and I had to move the setup, now I don't have a spot really to do that. So I'm gonna get something set up, but I haven't had a chance yet. So unfortunately, there's no face cam, not today. That might be something I work on this week actually. No, that's okay. My niece actually was watching me the other day with my brother, and she could hear me, but she was confused because she couldn't see me. She'll be okay. Actually, oop, that was a misclick. It's alright. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, fine. Yeah, we're controlling the enemies. It's the control enemy percent. Oh, 1 hit point. It does. It does say right there on the timer. It's okay. Oh, Peter, get out of here, you idiot. Alright, there we go. There's Blast. What up, How's it Ryan? Well, we're controlling the enemies. Yeah, we should probably. Does control enemy make it easier? Yeah. The enemy doesn't attack me unless I want them to. Yeah, like I'm actually just controlling them. We're beating the game in the minimum number of battles required. No, it's not a hack. It's an option that you can select when you're doing all the beginning configuration. I'm using Kiwi and Slade over here because they have the best movement out of everybody else, so they can catch up the best. And Slade could double attack. I have no idea what happens. I've never tried it. You'll have to try the that. Alright, so we can go ahead. We have 3 of these, so we're gonna go ahead and start casting. Yeah, I mean, you feel free to see what happens. I have no idea. I was hoping he would poke for 2 damage. It's okay. Oh, I should re-equip your axe, shouldn't I? Although it's not going to matter here in a little bit. And we're not going to be using a whole lot of Slade here. The least stressful? Yeah, it's pretty not stressful. I guess I didn't need to do that. I should have done that earlier, but it's okay. What up, Red the Reckless? Oh, I forgot to equip his weapon again. That's fine. Yeah. Sarah can cast Blast to kill it. The AI controls the shot. I mean, that's what I figured, but that's still kind of hilarious. You finally beat SF4? Well, congratulations. What did you use? Like, what party? This is the best Kiwi I'm ever going to get, and I'm never using it after this battle. Turtle soup, of course. No, he's not going to get any more experience out of this. Hanzo the ninja. Alright, this is like really, really hard. I'm not gonna lie, I suck at it. Yeah, like you gotta... let's just get more situated over here. I don't think that's good enough. I don't think the alternating A and C works going up. Yeah. What we're trying to do here is we're trying to do this... What I'm trying to do is Slade is going to essentially be on the right. Okay, that looks pretty good. There we go. Alright. Ah, that's fine. I don't think that's quite good enough. It's like, you know you have it because it's like super obvious. Like, it's super close, but it's just not quite. That should be it. Alright. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually go ahead and save. Because now that I've got him up here, I don't want to mess this up. Alright, there we go. Can this cause a soft lock? It actually does cause a soft lock later in the game. This is only doable right now. And the minute that you get another person in your party, the game, it does not work. Like, it only works when you have just Peter. If you have any other NPCs following Bowie, the game does it breaks. Nah, I don't think that's quite good enough. Man. You know what? I don't think I can have Sarah there. Yeah, I actually need to move her. That's what makes this so difficult. Because you don't get a buffer for Bowie's movement. Yep. This is the hardest part, and we have to do this twice. See, like this is really close, but he needs to be over just a little more. I don't think that's quite good enough. Yeah. Now, rapidly tapping the buttons doesn't help. You really gotta just be in the right tile. There we go. Got it. All right. All right, there we go. All right, so notice I'm a devil soldier and a green ooze. There you go. Now, the moment you picked up an extra PC, the game soft locks. You'll beat the battle, but you'll just be black screen. If you don't beat the battle before Bowie gets another turn, the game also soft locks. So because we do not have Astral, Bowie will fill in for Astral for all dialogue. No, now it's basically just finish the game. Not that that's easy at all. Oh, you're welcome, Tom Kefka. It's pretty cool. It's pretty pointless otherwise. There's just not really anything we can do with it. This is really the only time it's applicable is if you're controlling the enemies. No, it's only promoted weapons. Well, we don't have that much magic to actually kill it, though. I should probably move those snipers. Oh yeah, no, it's 1 damage. It's 1 damage all day. That's why we have the blizzard. The next lizard man is much easier to kill because we have Higgins. And I say that as if Higgins does damage. Higgins doesn't do any damage, but we can use the blizzard, which basically does like 35 damage. That takes out that lizard man, and then for the next lizard man, we've got Higgins. All of the party will then die against Zalbard as he counters and kills them all. So now we're actually going to power potion +2. That's unfortunate, but well, I mean, he's compared to the rest of our team, he's like godlike. I mean, our team is super garbage right now. I might actually start taking people out. Oh yeah, most speedruns is yeah. You gotta use Peter. He's the strongest. He flies and he's got the best attack. It's some pretty sick Peter damage, that's for sure, yeah. Oh, come on! God, Higgins, why are you so bad? Yeah, Higgins is still pretty useless. There we go. See, he does 14 damage. It's about the extent of how much damage he'll do, but... Always. Oh no, Higgins is going to get replaced. We just need him because we need somebody that can attack Zalbard. We also have, like, no cash. So, we have the caravan for this cutscene, but we don't get it still. I got really excited my first time playing through like this because I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna get the caravan now. I'm gonna get the caravan. Nope. Oh, we'll get some cash. That's why we have the mithril. Claude or just zinc? Not Claude. Not zinc either. Like, we get Lemon and Guyan for free. So they're going to be our melee people. Guyan's actually pretty awesome. It's a mighty gold split. Oh yeah, when was the last time you saw a run almost at Zalbard at the 1.5 hour mark? Actually, you can just go right there for Sarah. The task, not at the 1.5 hour mark. I don't think. I'd have to rewatch it, but I don't think so. Wow, Higgins outturned a lesser demon. How weird is that? I don't remember. I think I'm pretty sure the run was like 3 hours 22 minutes or something like that. I think it was like 3 hours 20, or maybe it was like 3:11. It was something in that range. Yay! Look, just watch Bowie through all this. Just watch him. The game just does not know what to do with him. This cutscene is just ridiculous. Who does Bowie think he is? What is he, walking on air? Is that a flying unit now? At least he still shoots the fireball from the correct spot, but I'm not sure what bow he's doing. And the caravan's gone now. Alright, so we are going to save here because we don't want to bother with Jaro. Oh no! I didn't want to do that. Alright. So, we're gonna skip Jaro's battle. Oh yeah, there's no reason that you have to fight Jaro's battle. If you save in Tristan and just aggress back here. See, look, what is he walking on water? Who does Bowie think he is? We used to skip Jaro's battle, but then we realized that we actually really need Jaro. Oop. You actually have to go that way. Yeah, see, now we're doing 8 damage. So by getting Sarah to blast, she basically does the same amount of damage as Higgins. See Chaz? No, we're not going to use Chaz. Chaz only knows Freeze 3, which is pretty subpar damage. Xeon's going to be killed basically with a combination of Dale 1s and Lemon and Guyan meleeing him, hoping that we don't die. Open. Yeah, no, the gate's still got to get open. That's the problem. With no gate being unlocked from Gollum to get back, you just can't do any of those things. Oh god. All these scenes that involve Sir Astral, and since we don't have Sir Astral, they're just really messed up. Because Bowie puts in for his spot, but Bowie doesn't quite cooperate. I mean, here he's just walking through columns. What is he, a ghost? I mean, he's using his psychic powers to push Peter. This battle really sucks. Zalbard resists magic, and Higgins only hits him for like 4 damage. At least there's a good soundtrack. Yeah. Oh, he does 8 damage. Okay, good. We should probably just cast Blaze 2. But I didn't want to, that orc is in my way. I didn't want to... Yeah, I think we can beat him in 4 rounds. The first time I did this, Sarah didn't have Blast. And Blast is doing 5 damage, so that's pretty good. Alright, well Peter's gonna attack for 1. Oh, Zalbar didn't kill him. What? Alright. Well, we'll get him killed. Oh, yeah. If he regenerated hit points, I don't think we could do it. If bosses regenerated hit points, no way. I mean, we're doing about 15 damage a round. He would regenerate that much hit points. How am I controlling them? By doing the configuration code when I start the game, I put on the turbo, but I also selected control enemies. Matula's back. But her magic is somewhat lacking, I'm thinking. She's looking at Bowie and she thinks he's astral. That's the movement thing from earlier? Yeah. This power potion is going to go on to Guyan. Higgins is useless against Xeon. Outside of, like, some pretty pathetic damage. Did you see Bowie there? Just all walking around confused like. But here we go, we got Taya. Taya's pretty useful in this run. Man, my stat items are terrible. Look how she's walking on top of Peter. What is going on there? Alright, so we made a save. So now we're going to go back, fight our battle. Then we're going to egress back here so we can skip Jarla's fight. It's only when I'm referring to the soft lock, I'm talking about when you're actually doing the North Parmesius glitch. God, get out of my way! So like if you go and get Adler, the game glitches. If you go and get Road or the Caravan, the game glitches. But in this part, it's fine. It's just when I'm referring to that, I'm strictly referring to when you're in North Cliff trying to do the glitch. The screen does not load properly. You can see the screen doesn't load properly as it is. It loads us as a devil soldier and a green ooze. If you have a third NPC, the game just doesn't load. It just freezes. Permanent black screen. She's like, smell you later. We're soon getting this situation where we can start dropping weapons from the enemies. But we don't have anything that we want quite yet. We're getting there, though. We want a heat axe. Nothing here drops a heat axe. They've got great axe. So the game is kind enough to continually revive Peter for us. God, Higgins. $19 damage. See, here's our damage dealer. It's not great, but it's damage. It's more than what Higgins is doing. Well, it's just Dale level 1. It only does about 20 damage. So. We're gonna give her the kills, though. She actually levels because she can get better magic. That's one perk. She's pretty fast, so like, if we were to give her the quick chicken, then she actually takes her turn sooner, but it's just not really that important. Like, we could get Jaro, but similar to Higgins, his damage output against Xeon is extraordinarily poor, so there's no real incentive to pick him up. I mean, we're gonna do 500 damage to Xeon in very small increments. Why isn't Peter under my control? I never went to Mount Beto. I never went to go see Volcanon. to piss Peter off to then join our cause. Ugh, what a sick burn. Welcome, losers. Alright, so we're gonna kill Frage off. Frage's ball's useless. So you skip... Oh, you mean Jaro? We have Bowie. Oh, his actions? Yeah. Well, he only will hit for 1 damage, and he could get countered and get killed. Are there any items you could have enemies drop that would help out? Not yet. Like, there's Mage Staff on the Necromancers, but... Like, the Mage Staff only uses Blaze 2, so... I already have Blaze 2. The Shaman is a Wish Staff, but... The Wish Staff isn't particularly good either. Actually, why don't you just go right there? We want the Heat Axe. I dare say it almost would be worth it to get a Heat Axe to drop and then just aggress out in the next battle, but I would be lying to you to say that it would be, because it's not that much better over a Great Axe. We could also buy Knuckles for Sheila, but she's never going to physically attack. She just knows Blast 2. Okay, so she's gonna have to kill that. But she gets Apollo, so it's a pretty significant level. Like, she gets her spells, like, mad. Like, we're not going to get to Atlas, and we probably won't even get to Neptune. But, like, she gets both ranks of Darrow and Apollo. So look at that. Sub 2 before Camila. That's fast. It's like greased lightning. We also skipped, like, I don't know, maybe 13 battles. So last time I used this Turbo Pepper on Taya, it worked out okay, but I'm going to put it on a Gaian instead. like, it helps to put it on Taya, but she's got that range with her magic. Guyan has just 5 movement, so he's pretty significant for us, so we're gonna go ahead and do this. Do you also skip Astral? Yes. Now this is the only real downside of playing on Super Percent at this point, because Camila could counter and Guyan will take substantial damage, but, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, normally this would be, we'd be fighting the Kraken. Watch it, but yeah, but yeah. It's weird. It's just, it's curious how the game fills in for the lack of Astral, is really what it comes down to. Yeah, we don't have the caravan either. We do get to use the caravan once we get back to Gallon. Alright. So there we go. We have a Heat Axe now that we can purchase. Like, there are so many enemies on this battlefield, it's kind of ridiculous. God, Higgins is terrible. Alright, can we kill her in 6 turns? Probably. Well, we can't make her drop the Iron Ball. It's cursed item. But even so, yeah, we can't use it. Alright, we're probably gonna go ahead and pass another round just so that Taya can get the kill. The promotions? Some people just join pre-promoted. You think they were meant to be used? It's a good theory. Oh, you know what? I was gonna drop a weapon off of Bowie so that he could pick up that thing. That's okay. Ancient flower. We get Astral temporarily. Did you know that Bowie is 70 years old? Bowie looks pretty good for his age. Also, it's curious, we never saved Adler, but he's still here. If there were a way to pick up Adler and still have him with us, it'd be really curious to see what goes on, but you can't. The game crashes if you pick up Adler and try to do North Parmesia. But it just goes to show so much of what's not required to beat the game. You don't have to talk to Balkanon, you don't have to go to Creed's, you don't even have to get the caravan. Like, so even though we have Astral, any scene that doesn't directly have his sprite, it uses Bowie instead. Because even though Astral's on the ship, and he's talking right here, if it's not in the ship, we don't see Astral talk. We're going to pick up the Nazca cannon also, just because, like I said, for selling purposes. And the caravan's there, but we can't use it. This scene gets out of control. Just this scene just gets out of control. Bowie's having some kind of a seizure. Now he's walking on water again. The first time I did that cutscene, I was worried that it was going to place Bowie in the water and we'd be screwed. But luckily, he walks out of the water at the end of the cutscene for us. Yeah, see, and we don't get Sheila. Oh, you're super late, one of the dead. We're actually better off not unequipping. If we were to unequip the bow rider, then he could counter at melee range. What up, Birdman? Thanks, man. It's good to be back. One MP. Come on, Taya, do better. It doesn't really matter, but I guess we'll go there. Basically, we just need Taya to go again. Alright, so we are going to go to Roft. We're not going to get the Zinc. We don't need them. I just want to buy the Heat Axe. much money do I have? Woo! We have just enough. Boy, funds are a little bit light. We do have quite a bit of mithril that we can sell. When the time comes. Why is the caravan on the map? Well, the caravan's there when it needs to be there for the cutscene. But since I don't have it, it goes away again. See, like, the prism flowers don't ever attack, like, control enemies. Never seen this before? This is a good old-fashioned shenanigans, really. It's really tragic that Taya outturned this thing. Hopefully I think she can do enough damage here. With the blast. Apollo should do 25 damage. There goes Peter. Look out. Oh, he died. He missed. Oh, I guess I could have had the Prism Fire attack there just to see it. Alright. Where's your experience at, hun? I went to... She's gonna be our Brave Apple target. So we can get to the next spell, hopefully. 18? That's probably good enough. Yeah, see. We lost like 18 experience points, but now we've got Deo 2. Oh, I was supposed to split there. Yeah, we'll just split now, it's fine. No big deal. Dao? I don't know about that. If anything, probably be Dao. Alright, now we've got Atlas axes. Yeah, now I've started pronouncing her differently. I still don't like it, but it's fine. I mean, I always think like the song the song, what do they call it? I can't remember the name of the song. Oh yeah, like that. Oop. Well, it just depends on how you interpret it, really. Like, I always was against saying Tau for a long time because, like, I always think of Tau as T-A-U, like the mathematical symbol Tau, or the Greek letter Tau. So even with the reduced damage from magic, she still is our primary damage dealer. Higgins does 6. Diane does like 13. She did like 30. It was actually better than 30 there. So she can kill, she'll be able to bring him down on her next turn. Just do another little blast just to guarantee it. The problem is we only are beating one enemy each round, so we don't ever get money. Not that there's a lot of stuff that we can buy. Alright, so we should probably... I'm thinking I might skip the Hydra battle. If we can get Bowie down there in time. Time for some Chaz? Nope. Still no Chaz. Lemon is an immortal vampire. How many clear all enemy maps do you have to do in this run? Not very many. Only like 9? Alright. This is our one and only time that we get to access the caravan. Alright, we have no cash. I need 9,600 to buy an Atlas. Alright, there's an Atlas. Alright, Gaian's up to 80 damage now. Or 80 attack, rather. Okay. I'm saving here because we're going to skip the Hydra battle. It's going to take long enough to kill Geshup that I think we'll be able to get Bowie into position. And we don't really need to fight the Hydra battle, so we might as well skip it. And Lemon should just join our party directly with open slots. So... we should not have to access the caravan again. It's a shame too. If I could get mystery staves this early, it would actually be worth it to buy one for Taya, so that she could cast better magic more often. But our first Demon Master is inside the skull with Adai. And it's not worth it to egress out to go buy a mystery staff to give it to Taya. It's just not worth it. Alright. Oh, you know what? I forgot to buy Sheila a new weapon. It doesn't matter. She's not going to attack, though. These are blue eyes white dragons? Probably. Oh, crap. I moved that dragon there. It's going to soak up some of the damage. Oh, maybe I should let her kill it then. Would actually be some pretty good experience for her. Yeah! And granted, some of that damage is being diverted because of the white dragon, but it's okay. It's like free experience for her. There's no real point in Sheila attacking. Like, I'm pretty sure she only hits for like 3 damage. And then she runs the risk of being killed. Oh, like that. Oh god, that hurts. Oh, I suppose I could drop Geship's flail, but that hardly is any damage difference. The flail is like this mediocre wizard promoted weapon. It's like the first one you can have. She hits for round 10. Yeah, so it's not worth it. Yeah. Hopefully he doesn't counter and kill Guyan. If he does, we will revive him. Okay, good. Alright, we're gonna let Sheila kill that again. Plus, we want Bowie to get... Bowie was like a turn away from where we needed him to be. Alright, so we've skipped another battle. When is the game going to explode? We're safe now. The game is pretty intent on where we're at. Oop. Alright, so I dropped 2 Atlas Axe. I want to buy another one because I want to give one to Lemon. Need a little bit more cash. There we go. Alright. That just about... our cash was just about pretty set there. I didn't need to pick up the evil shot. The evil axe is crappy, but... like, it's worth hanging on to. In case we feel like we want a little bit of extra damage. That's curious. Alright, so we're gonna give the evil axe. Oh, not actually the lemon. Alright. Well, like, we can... if we were to go to the tunnel, the shrine is still closed. We never... I think. I suppose that's something we could actually look at afterwards, but I'm pretty sure if we were to go back, the door is locked. I'm almost 100% sure. Alright. No, the door only unlocks, like, that one is probably triggered to be where you have to do the, you have to do some stuff. Who is it? I was thinking the same thing. What's interesting is a lot of the terrain doesn't disappear by moving him down, because we'll never get up high enough. Now, if we were to buy his counter sword... see, there's tons of great stuff in this battle, but the problem is that we have to leave here to go buy it. It's like Adler's got a counter sword, which is fantastic. The Demon Masters have mystery staves, which are like sick. But we don't need any of those things, and we can't easily get them without just, you know, failing and going to buy it. Oh yeah, no, it'd be impossible. If the enemy just moved, yeah, no way. Which we're gonna discard that counter sword. Why am I moving the enemies other than Adai? Because it takes several turns to kill everything. When the enemies are all next to each other, the cursor moves less. So if I group up all the enemies, then their turns go by a lot faster. Oh yeah, overtime, yep. Let's go ahead and drop the mystery staff. This way, Idler's going to counter far less than he normally does. Ah! Higgins, you're in the way. Yeah, the Mystery Staff's great, and it's especially for Teo, because against Xeon, we're going to just be casting Deo 1 over and over again. Because it's the best mana per cost, or best damage per mana cost. So. See, without his sword, he only does 13 damage on a counterattack. It's a much better deal. And we still have Kazan. And we still have Sarah. Yeah, no. Boop. Oh yeah, lemon time to shine. That's for sure. Oh, 17. Look at her go. Look at her go. Oh, I know. Well, there's more enemies here than we can actually hit with a bolt. I mean, there's 19 enemies there. We can only hit 13. Yeah, hitting 13 is pretty cool. I hope she does enough damage. I really want her to kill this. I need you to do 25 damage there, Taya. Oh wow, look at that. Detox level 2. We can cure stun now, guys. Alright, so we'll use the Atlas Axe here. So I really want Taya to get the kill. So we could have, like I said, at this point, if we really wanted, we could go buy a Mystery Staff and a Counter Sword. The Counter Sword's like another 4 damage for Lemon. Yeah, sub 3 Odd-Eye. So the Counter Sword would be a lot better damage for Lemon, like 4 more damage, I think. And we could get the Mystery Staff. That lets Taya regenerate 2 MP a turn. The biggest deal with that is that we could cast better magic on Xeon, but as it is, it'll be fine. Save the splits. Take a picture, but deliberately leave out the control enemy %. We're probably going to be faster than the TAS. Where's Sir Astral? I don't actually... That's a good question. I'm not entirely sure where he's at. He's probably still at New Grand Seal. Yeah, Astral is still at New Grand Seal, wondering where we are. Well, normally he does travel with us, but we skipped a large portion of the game. You'll have to go back and watch the replay. I'm definitely going to save this video and highlight it. We performed a pretty serious glitch that skips a large portion of the game. Yeah, they have a bunch of questions, that's for sure. Alright. See, what we're going to do here is we're going to bring the boss down towards us a little bit. Give us an easier time to fight him. We're still not going to engage him right there. We're going to let him move a little bit further. So funny. Well, I'm trying to line the enemies up so that it's somewhat amusing at least. If they would line up like this, yeah. Oh, this is a battle that's actually faster in the any percent route, because we can kill this guy a lot faster with Peter than with this. There we go. Did we get it? Did we get to Apollo 2? Ah, one more level. One more level for Apollo. You might be wondering, like, why don't I have more melee people for these other fights? It's mostly because we don't really need them. And, for Xeon, we can only have 2 melee fighters anyway. What's the strongest spell in the game? Atlas 2. Atlas 2 is, does upwards of about 90 damage. It's pretty hard to get Bolt 4. You gotta level up Tyron or Chaz pretty high. This fight's way easier. It just takes a minute, because we don't do very much damage to Gallon. We have to do like 230 damage. Oof. Actually, right here is actually better. Your next casual gonna grind, yeah. Well, Tyron doesn't get Bolt 4 until way late. Chaz actually gets Bolt 4 pretty early. Ow. Stop countering so much, bro. You're gonna kill my team. See, what Sarah's going to do in the final battle is she's actually just going to heal people that get countered. Yeah, I need to bring these things down. I don't like where they're at. It would be nice to just go bolt 3. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, that's because he joined so late. Like, he gets Freeze 4, but he gets Bolt 4 by, like, 34. He doesn't get Blaze 4 until, like, 40 for some reason. Bring in Pelly. Yes, bring in another character from a different game. Oh, look, he leveled that 1 experience. Ugh, I don't think she quite has enough. Alright, where are you at, hon? If she's close to leveling, she is not. Alright. If she were close to leveling, I'd let her kill it. So she'd get that extra magic, but... You are not Astral, you are Bowie. Don't be misleading her. She is really hypnotized by the corpse of Gallum. And there's Bowie walking on the structure again. Oh, where's Bowie's going off screen? It's the classic pretend to be an old guy to get the girl gag. We're surrounded. Alright. Unfortunately, Xeon doesn't move towards us. We're gonna drop this just so I don't accidentally attack with it. You thought he was like a picture? Yeah, I mean, I can see that. Let me think about this. So 8 times 8 is 64. Alright, so I'm going to cast some Dale ones here to start. We're going to get to cast a few Apollos. What about Atlas? We don't get Atlas for a while. I think I can cast 2 Apollos. One Apollo would be 66 and another would be 68. So. What we're gonna do, we're gonna put Lemon next to Xeon here on the right side. We are just gonna cast Blaze 2 because Blaze 1 is like 2 damage, doesn't matter. So when Kaizen is out of magic, he'll go back to that and he'll just be dead. Alright, I'll smack him with a flower. You know what? I don't think I can quite do this because of the Pyro Hydra in my way. I gotta wait. Well, the laser beam wouldn't kill Kaizen. The laser beam sucks. So we're gonna do the melee attack. I'll show that off. Alright, so now we can just cast 4 more L1s. Alright. Oh! Oh well. We'll try again. So if she had gained one more magic point, we'd be able to cast one more Apollo, but it's alright. Ow. We probably need to move Kazin so we can kill Gaian, but it'll be okay. Well, he's under 200 hit points. But we're almost out of magic. I need to get this movement with Lemon. There we go. Boy, Gaian is... Oh! Alright, let's get Sarah up there. We need more heals. Gaian gonna die. Higgins is here only on the off chance that both my melee fighters were to be countered to death and die, and I'm out of magic. Oh, I forgot to heal. Gaian might just be dead here. Yup. Get in there, Sarah. Let's do some blast action. Yeah, dog. Oof. Look at that, 5 damage. Alright, here you go. There you go. Here's Kazin. Got damaged by 124. Oop. Did you see the animation? Because there isn't one. Two health! Bring him down, bring him down! Oh, you're welcome. It might have cost me beating the task, although I still think the task won. So let's figure how many battles did we skip. So we skipped the Power Ring battle, the Hobgoblin battle, Beto, Polka, Desert 1, Desert 2, the Kraken, the Shrine, Taros, the battle outside the Fairy Forest, Harpy battle, Creed battle, Chessboard, Willard, Northcliff 2, the second cave battle, Jaro battle, Hydra battle. We skipped 18 battles. Yeah, we skipped 18 battles. There. Thank you for the 18 bits, House of Grind. 18 bits for 18 skipped battles. I think this is the minimum number of battles to win the game. So you can see how important Taya is to this particular run. Her sorcerer magic is super good, even with the bosses having the resistance. Groovy. Am I gonna set up the cam with the Christmas lights again? Yes. I've actually, somebody else actually asked me about that earlier today, House of Grind. I gotta figure out how I want to set it up. Because like I said, I'm in a completely different spot. So, like, I actually have the Christmas light, like, I kept them with me when I moved everything. But I gotta figure out where can I hang the sheet and the Christmas lights again. It may be that I can't hang up the sheet and I just have to... I might actually just have to make my bed. Where did I move? I moved upstairs. We got a bunch of work done in our basement. We got a sump pump put in. We got a new HVA system. HVAC, rather. We got a bathroom put downstairs. We had a bunch of work done to the basement. So I'm not in the basement anymore. I moved upstairs into a different bedroom. So I think if I just cleaned up the room, I could probably not have the sheet. But I don't know where I could put the lights. That'll be something I'll have to work on another day. So I don't know if I'll ever do this again. This was more just for fun. Clown Kefka had been asking me some questions about the North Parmesia shenanigans and some movement glitch stuff, so it's like, well, this could be a good opportunity to show this off. Also, now Bowie is promoted. Yes, different sprite now. So you can tell it's not that they're actually putting Ellis into Bowie. They're just it's quite literally just a completely different sprite to have promoted Bowie holding Ellis. So we're missing like 1,000,000 people here. But look, we have everybody. There's Luke. There's Rode. There's Zinc. We don't actually have any of those people. Oh, we got the Chaz Peter. Look, we got the Chaz Peter. We have the Chaz Peter. Oh, he's gone. We had the Chaz Peter. That's another good sprite glitch. I have no idea what makes it work. It just sometimes seems to happen. They're all like, Bowie's a hero. Bowie didn't do shit on this mission. He sat back the entire time just watching everybody else kill people. I mean, Sarah and Kazan did more on this quest than Bowie did. Who's this weird guy with the hat and the mustache? He looks worthless. You know what? Someone was asking about where Astral is. Astral was back here rebuilding Grand Seal. That's honestly where he was this entire time. Alright, so I'll take a picture. I'm going to deliberately leave off the title and upload it and tag Bowie, so everybody needs to like and retweet this.